ਸਾਹ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਏ ਵਾਧੇ ਦੇ ਚਲਦਿਆਂ ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਦਰਦ ਤੇ ਬੁਖਾਰ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਲੱਭਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ। ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਘਰੇਲੂ ਘਾਟ ਦੇ ਮੱਦੇਨਜ਼ਰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਦਵਾਈ ਲਈ ਸਰਹੱਦ ਪਾਰ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਆਗੂ ਜਗਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪੱਤਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਦੀ ਘਾਟ ਦੇ ਮੱਦੇਨਜ਼ਰ ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਚਰਚਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਤੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਾਧਦਿਆਂ ਜਗਮੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਆਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਸਿਹਤ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਦੇ ਬੁਨਿਆਦੀ ਸਰੋਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਹੱਈਆ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸਫਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
We are seeing in Ontario, but across the country, a real serious healthcare shortage or healthcare crisis, particularly when it comes to young people, to infants, to children. We know that many hospitals across the country are at full capacity when it comes to children. I spoke with a parent yesterday whose child was admitted to the Children's Hospital here in Ottawa. And he shared his story. He had to wait hours and hours, over 10 hours to get care for a child that was having problems breathing. And as a parent, the idea of your kid having a hard time breathing is terrifying. And he shared that his story wasn't singular. There was so many parents, so many kids that were in the hospital. It was full. And he made it clear it was not the fault of the frontline healthcare workers, but he said, I don't care whose fault it is in terms of what level of government. I just want to make sure my kid can get the care that she needs. And I agree. The job of elected officials is to find solutions. So far, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, is more concerned about who to blame. And sure, Doug Ford at the provincial level here in Ontario is responsible and he's not doing what's necessary. But a leader is someone who actually finds solutions. When I'm Prime Minister, I would use every resource possible to make sure our kids are getting the care they need. And that means making sure every step possible is taken to make sure the medication that kids need is available. We still don't know what the solution is for amoxicillin, which is a very important antibiotic used for children. What's the solution to make sure that we have an available source of that? When I'm Prime Minister, I would make sure I'm doing everything possible to make sure that that medication is available, that our kids aren't suffering, that our kids aren't unable to get the care they need. And so that's a major concern across the province and across the country. We're hearing the stories about struggles to get care in provinces across this country. And that has to be the job of the federal government to find solutions. Prime Minister won't even show up to meetings to find solutions, meet with premiers. When I'm Prime Minister, I will meet with premiers to find solutions to protect our healthcare system, keep it public, and make sure it works for people. Is that it is absolutely clear that this government cannot and does not manage the problems that we're faced with in a good way. And we've known that for a long time. Whether it's the pandemic, this government's response and this Liberal government and Justin Trudeau's response was inadequate to deal with the problems that Canadians were faced with. If we were not there, if New Democrats were not there, Canadians would not have got the help they needed. We forced this government to do more. Right now, with the cost of living on the rise and inflation coupled with high interest rates putting a lot of pressure on Canadians, if we were not there, this government had no response. The three things that are going on right now to help Canadians are because of New Democrats. The fact that we're doubling the GST rebate, sending help to Canadians for their rent, making sure that families are able to take care of their children's teeth. These are only possible because we were there.
ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਬੰਗਾਲੀ ਵਿਸ਼ਵ ਪ੍ਰਸਿੱਧ ਤਾਂਤਰਿਕ ਚਮਤਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ। 21 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਤਜਰਬਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਘਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ। 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ। ਬੰਧਨ ਕਿਸ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕਦੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਗਰੰਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਦੱਸਾਂਗੇ। ਪਤਾ ਨੋਟ ਕਰੋ, ਲੁਧਿਆਣਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ। ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ 98784 29430। ਲਵ ਮੈਰਿਜ, ਘਰ ਕਲੇਸ਼, ਕਾਰੋਬਾਰ, ਘਰ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ, ਨੌਕਰੀ, ਸੌਤਨ ਤੋਂ ਛੁਟਕਾਰਾ, ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਯਾਤਰਾ 'ਚ ਰੁਕਾਵਟ, ਹਰ ਕੰਮ ਗਰੰਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਲਵ ਮੈਰਿਜ, ਵਸ਼ੀਕਰਨ, ਲੋਟਰੀ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲਿਸਟ, ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਮ ਤੋਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਮਿਲੀਆਂ ਹਨ। 11 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਮੱਸਿਆਵਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਧਾਨ ਘਰ ਬੈਠੇ।